back to another episode of Talking Spree. I'm Kathy.
And I'm Toyin.
Women, what do you think about women proposing to men? What did I say?
The very first time I saw a video like that, I think the guy was shocked. And the guy didn't accept the proposal. Now let's talk about the Nigerian context. Now your mother-in-law is saying, oh, get married, get somebody that will be washing your clothes, and then you're begging that guy and say, please let me come and be washing your clothes. It's like, you know, the way they
Desperation.
the way they see wives is like, you help, you do everything in the house. So it's like, even if that man is an abuser, you say, please come and be beating me.
Just for me to satisfy my mom.
I just feel it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then, you know, a whole lot of third world countries makes mistakes of, oh, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they get all of this context wrong. You know, I went to Nigeria and somebody was eating pizza with fork and knife.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then they're gonna tell you, oh, I'm eating pizza like the white people.
Oh, Igbo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm doing this like the Oyinbo people. They don't even care. When they go to the restaurant, they eat with their fingers, they eat with their hand, and then you'll be seeing that they'll take their spoon and then, oh, why should we behave like the Oyinbo people? No, the Oyinbos don't do that. That's stupid.
They eat a pizza with their hands.
The Oyinbos are very free.
Exactly.
They're very free. They don't. I mean, it's like you just look at some stuff and just be like, I think it's just, can I call it ignorance?
No, it's just a stigma that they place on the America, like, you know, it's perfect.
Like,
you know what I mean? That these are the things that they do, which means that, oh, if we do the same thing that they do, we're Americanized.
And then they say, oh, I have to dress like the Igbos. No, Americans don't care about their dressing.
Americans don't care about Igbos don't care about their dressing. That's for sure.
They wear oh, you know what surprises me? They will wear their suits, their suits and everything, and they put sneakers on top of it. And then
they're comfortable.
And they're comfortable. And then you want to come back and say, oh, I dress like the Igbos. No, you don't. Because they're not that serious.
Exactly. They take life easy.
Easy.
Okay, so going back to the point, what do you think about it? Do you think it's okay to do that?
I think it's not okay to do that.
Why?
I just feel like you're
and it's of a woman proposing to a man. Take a look. So now for these two people, my thoughts, I know a couple in Tacoma that I respect highly. They've been married for like 35 years and she proposed to him. And when we talked about this before, he was like, it works for us. And that's kind of how I approach a lot of things on marriage. If you want to marry this man and you propose and he says yes, if that makes y'all happy, I don't care. It really doesn't affect me how you propose. Your story is only something we share at dinner parties. Like
selling yourself out.
Why?
Like I just told you, like you're saying this man already, they said man is the head of the house. Come and be my head. Why do I want somebody to come and be my head? I don't choose my boss at work. I don't choose the people that are over me. I don't choose my teachers. Why do I want to be the one to?
Fine. What does that have to do with the question I just asked you? Seriously, if you are in love with someone,
and then I'm gonna go and propose and kneel down and say, will you marry me? Am I crazy?
A woman should be able to propose to her man in a relationship. I still believe the rule of thumb is that if a man wants you to be his wife, then he will do the proposing. This is why. You know, any adult male in 2017, he was raised in at latest the early 90s, but 80s, 70s, we were ingrained from a young age that whenever we got of age, if we wanted that woman to be our wife, then we would do the proposing.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, how would you? Why do you want a man to kneel down to you and ask you to marry him?
Because I'm the woman. You're begging me to come and help you. I want to help your situation. Call me to help your situation. I'm not calling you to help my situation. No, you're not helping my situation.
Do you listen?
You invite me.
Are you listening to yourself right now?
Yeah. Why would I want to propose and kneel down and say, will you marry me? For what? Why do I want to do that?
So why should he kneel down to you and
he should kneel down for me because he believes, well, the Bible says that the head, so the head serves. You're the master, you serve. A master serves, so you serve me.
No.
So by kneeling down to me, you're begging me and
so
saying,
wrong.
please, will you be my wife? Will you help me?
Here
So,
we
and then
go
I would
again
decide.
talking about equality.
What has that got to do with this?
Because we're both equal.
Some people were saying things like, oh, you know, F the double standards. A woman can do what a man does and a man can do what a woman does. There's no difference.
We're both human beings.
So
we're both in love. And if we talk about getting married and he doesn't make the first step fast enough that, okay, maybe he's not ready until another month or two. Or maybe he's even planning to do it.
And then I'm ready.
And I'm like, you know what? Let me surprise him and go ahead and do it first and be like, we're in love. It's not like we didn't discuss it. It's not like something we haven't talked about. So why can't I say to you, will you marry me? Like, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Are you saying you can do that?
I'm not saying I will do it. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with it. Of course I'll do it. Why not?
For real?
Of course.
No, I don't agree with that. No.
Why not?
Like I said, and I will continue to say. Anyway, should I just say it's not my culture? Do Americans do it? I went on Google. I think I only found 1 or 2 people who did it. I didn't see too many people.
Well, maybe they didn't put it in the media. You
They-
ever think about that?
They can come up and say, okay, be my friend, but not marriage.
It's better you say it's not. It's better you say it's not a part of your culture, but don't say that.
This is for
it's
life.
wrong. So what? You're with the man. You're living. You're with the man. You're in love with the man.
If the
What
man
is
says,
so wrong? What is so wrong to ask the man to marry you? What's wrong with that?
if
I
the
don't
man
see
says,
anything wrong with
if
that.
the man says no, then what happens?
What if you say no? How many women said no to a man?
A lot.
Exactly. So what's the difference?
The difference is if the man says no, I feel rejected. I feel
Okay, so
embarrassed.
if you say no to the man, he wouldn't feel rejected and embarrassed, right? Because
The man-
he doesn't have a heart, right?
the man should have known a woman that would say yes before going ahead and propose.
Something is wrong with you. I
Yeah.
think I need to screw your head open and look, because what you just said just don't make any sense. Did you hear what you just said?
To you, my culture doesn't allow it.
Just okay. So say your culture don't allow it, but don't say that.
I don't agree with
doesn't
it.
make-
My daughter better not do it.
You can't tell your daughter if your daughter wants to propose. How are you gonna know if she did it?
I don't know.
How?
I'll see it on Snapchat.
You don't even have Snapchat. You don't even have Snapchat.
Because
it's just that it's a thing where the male takes that responsibility to be like, okay, I'm gonna buy her a ring, I'm gonna surprise her and ask her to marry me. But if in turn the woman decides, you know what, I'm gonna surprise him and I'm gonna ask him.
Ew.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that everybody has to go out and do it, but I'm saying there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I see some
Sorry, but I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay, now,
Guys, you tell me, comment and tell me what you think.
yeah, comment. Let's hear your comment. Maybe I'm just taking it too far. Like you always say, we Nigerians are extra. You know, a lot of people now. Back then, in our own time, you know how men propose in Nigeria? When you start dating and everything, and then once they take you to their parents, that's it. Marriage planning start.
And that's okay.
And that was okay.
No, that is okay for you.
Yeah. And
Even
then
if you don't want to marry him.
if it's the man, and then we're all happy. Oh, he introduced me to the parents. He introduced me to the parents. Oh, now he's gonna marry me. That's it. That was the proposal we get there.
That's the proposal.
But now civilization.
And that's romantic, right?
Well,
That makes you happy, right?
then
Back then. Okay.
maybe now I would want a better proposal. Kneel down and say,
Why?
please.
But why does he have to kneel? Why do women think that men have to kneel down and ask them to marry?
I don't know. I
don't
think
get it.
it's just a norm. It's just the norm. How do you want to do it?
So if a man, if a man takes your hand and says, I love you, blah blah blah, whatever, and speak.
But none of
Okay,
them.
let's get. Oh, okay. If a man just says, babe, let's get married. Why don't we get married? That's not a proposal. You wouldn't accept that?
You have to say, will you?
Oh my God. You just want someone to beg you.
Yeah, so that I will
No,
use
what?
that. I will use that when you're misbehaving. I say, you beg me to marry you. You got that? You begged me to marry you. I never said I wanted to do this. You knelt down in front of me and you said, you asked me, will you marry me?
And then you will think, oh Lord,
and then I
married a
said
psycho.
yes.
Now you feel sorry. Then that's gonna end into divorce.
But all that doesn't take the abuse away. It doesn't take whatever the man is gonna do away. You know, the man is the man.
It's gonna end in divorce. So let's talk on the topic of divorce. I know divorce is not permissible in Nigeria, or it's not accepted.
It's not acceptable. Is it?
Or the
No,
minority,
that's
right?
part of the things that, you know, when we talk about in the last video, we were talking about the decision that your parents makes for you. It's
Right.
like, it's part of it. Once you get married, you're married. That's it, done. No, don't even come back home. No divorce, no nothing. And then I saw a video that this lady said, if you know you're gonna get divorced, you have to pay me for attending the wedding. I was just cracking up.
She said, "No, that you're gonna get divorced."
She said, everything that I went through for your wedding, you have to pay me back. If you feel like the next thing to do is to divorce. Anyway, all right. I saw this on one of the Yahoo News and I got caught up with it. I read the whole story. This lady invited her husband's ex to her wedding. And everybody thought she was crazy. And she had a son for the husband. So instead of making the promise, you know how they read that promise, I will do this for you, I will do that for you. She actually read it to the son. And she was thanking the husband's ex. And then, thank you for letting me be in the life of your son. And all.
Promise to be an amazing mother to your son.
Bride Katie took the opportunity to switch up the traditional wedding vows by making a promise to her new husband's ex and mother of her new stepson, 4-year-old Landon.
I give promise to respect, work, listen, and communicate together as co-parents.
She also made sure to profess her dedication to the little boy.
I promise to stand by you, listen to you, and love you every day.
That's crazy. And everybody was looking at her like she was crazy. It was a
To be honest
surprise.
with you, that part where I think she was just trying to not let the woman feel as if, you know, she's gonna take over and her son is not gonna be a part of his father's life. She just wanted to assure her that, you know, her son would be okay.
And that,
That part I understand.
and
you
that
know,
had
that's
to be
fine.
done on a wedding day.
Not necessarily, but I guess that's when she chose to do it. Me inviting my ex to my no.
No, not your ex, your husband's ex.
Oh, that's a double no. No, nah.
You better not come close. You can't even smell it.
Nah. You can't even smell him. I'm not giving you any ideas, sister. No, sis. Not on my watch.
Okay, not on our watch. Not on my watch
That I
either.
agree with you. I agree with you.
Hey! At least for the first time you're agreement.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Forget about her. It's all about me.
Yeah.
Right?
You're out of the picture now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't be coming around trying to talk to him.
And
Oh, I'm
slave.
so happy for you.
I know, right?
Then now she starts calling him, and he starts.
I just want to
calling her
congratulate
back.
you.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate you on your new marriage. I hope you're happy. I know damn well you're not happy for us. Okay, and you're trying to get your little self in. Nah, I'm not having it. Oh, how are you? And then afterwards, a week after, hey, how are you? How's your new marriage? Da, 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 da. She's just waiting to hear him say, oh, I'm not happy.
I'm not.
Forget about it.
And
That's
then-
it. Then she starts pushing her way in. Sorry, I'm not having it.
It's like you know the trick, huh? All right, that brings us to the end of today's topic. Really appreciate you joining us on Talking Spree. I'm Toyin.
And I'm Kathy. Again, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like.